Oh shit. I'm starting to think Satoru has no interest in living. I'm really starting to think that this dude is stupid. He's okay. The first couple times, people mess up. The third time, you're an idiot. But you were you were so entranced in a certain way of thinking because you like the guy. Okay, I can even give you that one. This time, he was just being a complete idiot. It didn't even make any sense. Anyway, first off, we start off with some narration from a psychopath. We know who it is. The dude says he had got a shipment of hamsters from a schoolmate. He said it was about 7 to 8 of them. He said I took them home and drowned them. He said then one of them was able to survive and was swimming on top. He said so I kept that one. Basically, that's natural selection. Seven die, one lives. And like let's say in the real world, if the hamsters live by water, but let's say they had some type of enemy that pushed them up into trees, right? So let's say these enemies, not enemies, but like predators, push them up in the trees, and they stay in that area. The predators can't swim, and the hamsters can't swim, but they don't really need to because they live in trees. But once they go up in the trees and they fall off, sometimes the ones that can swim will be the ones that survive. More likely. So sooner or later they'll all be swimming. But anyway, he did that, and then he said from then on he kept it. Now he kept it because he thought something was different about it, and he wanted to analyze the thing. You got to keep in mind this dude's a psycho. Everything he says is not going to necessarily make sense. It makes sense in the context that he was fascinated by the hamster that survived, but then they said that he let what you call him Satoru survive. Now I don't know if he literally went in and saved him because he was intrigued. I think that Satoru survived some type of way, and maybe somebody came and saved him, or maybe he got loose and tried to run and somebody found him, or maybe he did come back and save him. But it was more so the intrigue, the intrigue he had with the guy when Satoru said, "I can tell the future," and he was thinking, "Damn, this dude was able to see all my plans. Can he really tell the future?" So the point is he let him live. He let him live. We don't know exactly what happened right after he drowned, while he was drowning, but he let the dude live. He said he's doing the same thing that he was doing with the hamster. He's intrigued by Satoru. He wants to know more about what happened. You know, I think he probably thought, damn, I was too hasty. I should have gone ahead and asked this motherfucker what he knew. How did he know I was going? How did he know I was going to do this at this time? How did he know who my targets were? That's what I think it was. He even said that the harder it is, the more fun it is for him. He talking about in terms of kidnapping and whatnot. He said that it was even more fun when it got harder, the more difficult it was. So of course he's interested in Satoru. Anyway, he put the boy in a fucking 15-year coma. Dude was asleep for 15 years. Satoru didn't know what the fuck was going on. He just woke up. The whole time it was like he was unconscious the whole time, so he just woke up. It all seemed like this. His mom was taking care of him, kept his ass in good condition and whatnot, and now he's rehabilitating. So he's trying to get he's back to where his normal age is, and he's trying to get back to being normal. Anyway, Satoru's sidekicks, they come back. Hiromi and Kenya. And Hiromi done fucking knocked up Kaio's ass. Done married the broad and whatnot. He told her, he said, yo, Satoru's in the coma, man. You might as well go ahead and fuck me. That's what happened. because Kayo was saving it for him. But then after a while, she said, you know what? Hiromi looks like a female. I'm kind of like an undercover lesbian. Let's go ahead and get, let's get married. Let's have kids and whatnot. No, I'm just joking. She didn't say all that. But the point is, she's with Hiromi now. Hiromi actually looks like a dude now. He doesn't look like a female anymore. But they got a baby. The baby looks like a damn female, and it's a boy. So he's got Hiromi's genes in him. He's wearing, matter of fact, the baby's wearing Hiromi's jeans. They said they couldn't afford a damn blanket, so they just wrapped them up in his old jeans. Keep the baby from fucking freezing to death because they poor as hell. They just like me. But anyway, Satoru, he wants to get on the grind because he said he's trying to get up out that bed quick, fast, and in a hurry. So he said that he wants to double his rehab, and he's trying to walk and stuff like that. But Yashiro's actually checking on his ass. They get a phone call, and he's telling the doctor, he said, did this guy get his memory back? When's he getting up? Yeah. And he was just cussing him the fuck out. He said, hurry the fuck up. I need the information. Tell me what he's doing. Yashiro really wanted to know what was going on with Satoru. He's been waiting 15 years to get his answers. I think he wants to question them and figure out how this dude knew and was able to get the drop on him at the age of 8. That would be interesting. Now, after that, they had Yashiro. He's doing his rehab, and he's walking. This motherfucker's walking. This dude, he was crip walking and everything, and he made it to the end, but he passed out. And the only thing I thought was wrong with that scene was they wasn't playing the Eye of the Tiger. It's the Eye of the Tiger. They should have been playing that throughout that. And then after that goes off, they cut into what's that song? Push It to the Limit. Then after that, you cut into the next song, and it'll feel like you back on South Park. What's it? You're the best around. That song. They always play those. I think they play all 3 of those songs on South Park all the damn time. Anytime somebody start working out and shit like that, that song is coming on. You're the best around, man. That shit come on every day on South Park. But they should have played that. That would have made it seem more legit. So he's getting stronger now, and they say his memory should be coming back momentarily. But they don't want to influence him, because what happened is, if you sit there and tell somebody what you remember, that will affect their memory, because they would try to see it the way you saw it, and then it'll literally change their memory. You got to let them find out on their own so they can finally recall it and see it the way they saw it, because you might be wrong. And even if you aren't wrong, you don't want to mess it up. So let's say they told him, Kaio wasn't getting kidnapped, we were playing superheroes, he might start actually believing that. So they don't want to tell him, so that way he can remember, no, we're not playing superheroes, we're stopping kids from getting raped. Right up the butt. Anyway, Yashiro actually comes to see the motherfucker. He came straight to the hospital on him. In person. Talk to him, let him, he says, I'm your old teacher, and now I'm doing this job. I'm a politician, and I'm getting ready to run for president, and I rape little kids on the side. He said, but I don't do it every day, so don't worry. He said, and I kill them. That way they don't have to live with the rape for the rest of their life. That's what he told Satoru. No, I'm joking. But Satoru sees him, and he doesn't remember. He was in a coma. Why would he remember? That makes sense. But Yashiro's trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this boy. Like, this is really, like, his dick is hard as a motherfucker right now, because he's looking like I'm getting ready to figure out what the hell happened back then. This is a mystery he's been trying to solve for 15 years. He's happy as a homo in jail. That's an old fucking saying that a lot of people use. Hey, it is what it is. Fuck it. Okay. Although I think it's derogatory. But a lot of people around me say it. Okay. Anyway, he comes to see him again, right? I had to scratch my back. He comes to see him again, and he's got the O.J. Simpson gloves on. When you seen the O.J. Simpson gloves on, man, you knew the shit was getting ready to go down. I knew it was on, man. He came in, he seen the girl that was, she admired Satoru because she seen Satoru fighting to get his damn legs back and whatnot, and she had to do surgery, and she was trying to get the same heart that he had. He's going to go see that girl, right? So you already know I'm concerned because he might try to get her. Then he goes to see Satoru, and he brings him up to the roof, and he's getting ready to question him. We already know what's getting ready to happen. But here's the dumb part. Satoru spilled the fucking beans again. He told him, he said, I got my memories back. They're alone on the roof. What you think he's going to do? He's wearing gloves. You're not really 8 years old. You're wearing, you're 29 in a 29-year-old body. You can't really do much. But if you got your memory back, I wouldn't say anything. I remember what he said before. He said that he wanted to see how Satoru ticks and whatnot. I would straight act like I don't have my memory because he won't kill you until he figures out. That's his whole. He could have killed you when you was, when you was in the coma. Of course, he's going to pay a lot more attention to you right now because he wants to make sure he's there for when you get your memories back so he can talk to you. Then he could kill you. But until then, I'm going to fake like I don't know. And then once I get the opportunity, I'll go ahead and talk to my mom or talk to whoever it was. But why would you tell him that? The only logical thing I could see is if he tries to play a mind game with the dude. He says, I got my memory back. And he tells him, oh, I had him for a while now. I ain't want to say anything to anybody. But why? I could tell the future. And just start actually telling him some of the stuff. That'll get him interested to the point where he says, I don't want to kill this guy because he's got some information I want. But I will only use that if I'm backed into a corner. Why would that be the first thing you say? And on top of that, he walked past plenty of people in the hospital. He didn't have to go on the roof with the dude. He could have yelled for help or anything. They walked past a few people. So when he went up to the roof, did he just get his memory back, or did he have it back when he was when they were going up to the roof, or what? But either way, why would you tell the dude? I would say, hey, it might take me about another year to get my memory back. That's what I would tell him. But this episode, actually, I'm going to say the episode, other than just that part, was good. Give it a 4. But they get a bad writing for that part. Unless they can switch it up and make Satoru, calculate and make it seem logical that he told, then they really made a bad choice. It's no way you're gonna tell me somebody make the same mistake 4 times in a row, even when blatantly the mistake almost got him killed last time. That with the same person doing the same thing. And that just didn't make no sense. So they got to fix that. That's bad writing right there. They got to fix that. But let me go ahead and see the comments. That was just terrible. Unless, like I said, unless it's a strategy to get Yashiro interested. That way he'll keep him alive so he can find out more about Satoru. Means using obscure references and vocabulary, like always. Obscure, not really. He's blatant. No, I'm playing. Mean looks like he had fun watching this. So I predict a 4 out of 5 or 5 out of. It was 5. He was 4 out of 5. I wanted to say 3.5 out of 5, like 3.5 out of 5, but I said it wasn't that bad up until the end. It was pretty good up until the end, to be honest. So why not? Okay, Satoru keeps asking to be killed. The dude is an idiot. Right! The finger tapping triggered his memory. Oh, you probably right, because when he started doing that, he was like, he went like, oh, because the dude was doing that in the car. Back when he caught him in the car, he was tapping on the steering wheel. And that was like, it triggered them. But why didn't you, if you knew all the whole elevator ride, or for a good amount of the elevator ride, why didn't you get ready to say, hey, I don't remember a goddamn thing. Okay, there has to be a new time skip, or that nigga going to die. Yeah. Well, he's not going to die immediately, because Yashiro could have killed him anytime. But I'm not going to say anytime, but he could have killed him back when he was in the coma. So he's going to ask some questions and figure something out. They said it in the at the beginning. He said that I chose to remember he did that story where he talked about somebody extending the hand in order to get somebody out of hell. He said he chose to do that with Satoru. I don't know if he saved Satoru and found out Satoru was in the coma, and then took him to the hospital, but was planning on keeping him. But when he found out he was in the coma anyway, he just took him to the hospital. Or if somebody else saved him and he found out he was in the coma. I don't know. But he's been trying to figure out how this dude ticks for a long time, for 15 years. So obviously he's not going to just kill him right away. He's going to ask some questions first. But yeah, like what you call him, Satoru needs that butterfly to show up. He needs that butterfly right here, right now. Just like he did when he was a kid. When he found out Yashiro was a damn killer, he needs that butterfly again. But anyway, go ahead, leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that. Peace.